Buenas tardes amigos, bienvenidos a Cafecito con Masha, con otra entrevista. Esta semana fuimos muy afortunados porque tuvimos 2 entrevistas de patinaje sobre hielo y bueno, pues no siempre tenemos esta suerte, así que qué bueno, qué increíble porque así nos estaremos divirtiendo muchísimo más. Amigos, por favor, si no se han suscrito a mi canal, háganlo en este momento, aquí abajito. Y también síganme en todas mis redes sociales para que se enteren de las próximas entrevistas, que vean todo el contenido que estoy subiendo. Y también si quieren estar en contacto conmigo, porque siempre contesto los mensajitos, así que por favor no dejen de hacerlo. También no dejen de checar la página de Golden Skate. Vayan al foro, vean las noticias. La verdad es que la página está muy completa y se van a enterar de todo. Todas las noticias de patinaje. Y también hay como muchos temas de discusión, así que la verdad es que se pone bastante bueno. Y para quienes quieran que lea una pregunta o un comentario al final de la entrevista, recuerden utilizar el super chat. Gracias a esos donativos que ustedes hacen a este canal, hemos crecido y vean hasta dónde estamos. Hello everyone, welcome to Cafecito con Masha. This week we were so lucky because we had 2 figure skating interviews. That's not usual, so I'm very happy because, it's amazing to have 2 figure skating interviews in the same week. And today we will have a lot of fun because we have an amazing skater. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do it now, right here, and follow me on my social media so you can learn about all the interviews I will be having. Also, if you want to be in touch with me, I will always answer the messages, so please do it. And also, go check Golden Skate. This page has like all the figure skating news you want to read. And also the discussion forum is really amazing. I mean, there's like every topic you want to talk about, all the news you want to talk about, so go there and watch it. And also remember that if you want me to read a comment or a question at the end of the interview, use the super chat. Thanks to those donations you do to my channel, we are here today. So guys, thank you for being here. And I want to introduce our guest for today. We have an amazing skater from the United States. I want to introduce you Tomoki Hiwatashi. Hello, Tomoki.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited.
Thanks for inviting me.
No,
Such a
finally
pleasure
we
to be
could do
here.
it. I mean, we were talking about this interview for, I don't know, maybe 2 months. So
Yeah.
finally we're here. So
Mhm.
how's everything been going for you? I mean, it's been a crazy year and almost and a half.
Mhm. Well, last year's been a crazy year for everyone, not just me, because of Corona and everything else, just in general. And as I got into this new season, I had a back injury that just came up, and it was in the beginning. I hit my back really hard on the ice, and I thought it was just a muscle pain though in the beginning, but as I got MRI, I figured out that was a fracture, and I've been taking like 8 weeks of just kind of I still been skating, and I've gotten back to the point where I can do quads right now already, but I've been taking a little bit of breaks. Yeah.
So when did this happen?
um right now is April. I'd say like March. Yes, somewhere between March. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so bad. So where do you have the fracture?
It was L2, L3, L4. In the MRI, I couldn't tell where I had the injury from L2 to L4. It may have been just L2, it may have been just L3, it may have been all of them, it may have just been 2 of them. But if I wanted a detail, I could have gotten a CT scan, but it costs a lot of money to get CT scan, and also the training and rehab, getting back into skating and all that won't change whatever, like even if I have 2 or 3 or just one or all of them. So I decided not to get it, but it's somewhere out in there that I had a fracture.
Wow, that's too bad. I really hope that you can recover pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm
It's
getting back, and I'm gonna have to change my new skates and just tweak a little bit, but I'm like starting my new season for sure.
wow. Are you doing physiotherapy?
Yeah, I've kind of gotten through that point. I've gotten on the ice. I'm already doing triples. I'm doing quad toes, and yeah.
Wow, that's a crazy year. Oh my God. So I want to go way back to your junior season. Of course, we know
Mhm.
that you were so successful on your junior season. And
Thank you.
actually, you were going to do your debut on the Grand Prix series in Mexico. I live in Mexico.
Yes.
So you got injured. You
Yes, I
fall, I
did.
think. Were you in Mexico when that happened?
The That was 2013.
Uh huh.
I was in Mexico City, and back then, like, I went with Mariah Bell. I went with Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of
Pauline
Japanese skater, there was
Edmonds.
Ryuju Hino. Yeah, and like, I got there. It was the first practice. I got on the ice, and the ice was very fun and entertaining. Like, it was an arcade and bowling
Yes, yes, it
stadium
had everything.
right inside the same stadium,
Yes.
and I was skating there, and I got stuck on a hole on the landing, and I like just twisted my ankle,
Oh
and there
my
you go. That was a fracture in my ankle. So,
You know, I was there. I was in that competition
all
because
right.
I was helping the organizers to
Mhm.
do the translation and to announce the skaters and all. And I was also on the practices, but I wasn't like in every practice. So maybe
Mhm.
you felt when I wasn't there because I remember watching Nathan and all the
Yeah.
girls. I mean, that's so bad. It was an amazing competition.
Yeah, it was like the very first practice I got on, and it was the very first Junior Grand Prix that I did too. So it was very unfortunate, but I
Yeah.
learned.
Well, that
I came
happened.
back.
And you had to rest for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I took a whole season rest. Yeah.
Oh my God. So what happened to you on the fall?
Huh?
What happened to
Oh,
you?
on the fall.
Yeah.
Well, I I did a triple toe. I wasn't. I only had triple sound, triple toe back then, and I did a triple toe combination, and I landed on the ice, and there was a big hole on there, and when I landed, like, I got stuck on that hole, and it just
Oh my God, that's awful. Oh, that's one of
so
those falls we don't want to watch.
no,
Oh
yeah.
my God, that's terrible.
So I got off, and like the leg was, or, sorry, the foot was like very puffed up and big, and it was swollen.
Did you stay in
And
Mexico or had to fly back to
oh,
the.
no, 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 I stayed in, and I was cheering for Nason. I was cheering for all the Team USA, and I I didn't play bowling, but I watched people play bowling behind behind the stadium, and yeah, but I was young.
Yeah.
I wasn't too depressed or anything like that. I was like, all right, well, I got
Well,
injured.
that's good. I'm traveling, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny. So, okay, after that, you won your first World Junior medal in 2016. And
Yeah.
actually, you were replacing Nathan, who got injured for
Mhm.
that competition. And I want to know, I mean, how does that feel to be winning a bronze medal in a competition that you weren't even supposed to go to? I mean, that's like the definition of seizing the moment.
Yeah, that was a very big moment in my skating career and my life for sure. I'd say, like, in the beginning, I was watching at nationals. This was at nationals before I went to this
Yeah.
World Junior competition, and I was backstage, and I was watching Nason do his exhibition, and I saw him getting injured, and I was eating a hamburger because I was like, I can get fat at this moment. Like, I'm done with my season. And then I saw Nason get injured, and I went back to home, and my coach was like, "You're probably going." So
Oh.
I was like, okay. I was like, I'm ready. Okay, I'll get myself ready to do this. And I came out here, tried to do another triple axel, which I didn't have in uh, nationals. I only had one in nationals, and then I did two here, and it worked out perfectly somehow. And I
Wow.
was able to get that third place medal. So yeah, I was very happy
That's
about it.
pretty amazing. I mean, usually when you are, the alternate and you have to go like last moment,
Mhm.
people usually gets kind of nervous, because you didn't even know you were going to be there.
Mhm.
But it's amazing. I mean, I remember watching you and you did an amazing job.
Thank you. I mean, I was prepared for it. Like some at that year actually, I think Kazuki Tomono, he was also an alternate for
Mhm.
Japan, and he actually went in like the last moment because someone got injured or someone withdrew. But I, because Nathan's injury, it happened at nationals, I had enough time for myself to kind of, I was ready for it because I saw Nathan get injured and we were like, I'm probably gonna go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so great. And then after that, of course, 2019 in
Mhm.
particular was a great year for you. I remember
For
that
sure.
you went to four continents that year,
Mhm.
and you said that it was like one of the best free skates you had ever done. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's still the best one or
It's
now.
probably yes. It's
So
probably still my best one, yeah.
I mean, that's a huge competition. We all love for continents. So tell me
Mhm.
a little bit about that experience there.
To be honest, like I wasn't expecting much for myself. I was just kind of there and but I feel like even for like Junior Worlds, the year that I got third, like I feel like it's kind of I wouldn't say easier, but I kind of feel more relieved to be on the ice because like not a lot of people is kind of putting pressure on me or anything. They're just like, get on, have fun, enjoy your skate. And I did exactly what they told me to do, and I really enjoyed being on the ice there. I really enjoyed skating out there, and I feel like that's how I just kind of got a good result at that four continents.
And it was a great season. I mean, that same
Mhm.
year after that, you won your title as a junior world champion. Oh my
Yes.
God, that was so great. I mean, I know in four continents you placed maybe eight, but well, that was a
Mhm.
senior competition. But in junior, you won the gold medal. So how was that for you?
Well, I wanted to push myself because I did so well at four continents. I felt like I could do as good at this competition, and I did, and I was very excited about it. And this competition really just felt like a big moment for me because it was actually like the first, I think, like international competition where I like really kind of thought I did well. So
Oh, you did
yeah.
great. I remember you did great. And also you looked like older. We were used to seeing you, like as a kid, but
Mhm.
right here you don't look like a kid. Not anymore. I mean, it was great. And okay, so after that you started your senior uh,
Yes.
like all senior, not junior senior.
Mhm.
And I mean, I know it's kind of hard for all skaters when they switch from junior to senior.
Mhm.
So, how have you been feeling since you are all senior? Like compared to the other guys, I know that in the United States it's so hard because you have Nathan Chin.
Mhm.
I mean, Nathan, it's like a king, and
Yeah, he's
I know.
great. He's
And there
amazing.
are
So,
also some other skaters, such as, I don't know, Jason or Vincent, who
mhm.
have been skating for so long in senior. So if you could compare yourself to them, you have to be climbing places, but how could you say, how do you feel beside them?
um, well, when I went into when I went into senior year, the first year, which was 2 years ago, the first thing that was a big problem for me was just the adding a choreo step and adding another jump, and it just felt really weird,
Hmm.
kind of doing a senior long program because short is kind of the same with a
Yeah,
quad
doesn't
in
change.
there,
So
but it doesn't change much except for the fact that you can put a quad in there. But long program kind of changed a lot for me, and I was struggling to kind of get that long program in, and short felt fine usually, but it just felt really weird changing into that senior year, especially probably because I've been junior for about five,
mm,
six, something like that years. And I've been staying there so long, and just having to adjust to a new kind of style was a big thing for me. And I feel like I was able to adjust at nationals. I was able to pike it up, and I was able to perform well, but at the next competition, which was for continents, I
Mhm.
don't think I was able to do as much as well as nationals. And in terms of being like in terms of competing against Nathan, Jason, and Vincent, and all those skaters in US, to me, there's still, even though we're in the same senior category, I
Mhm.
do feel like they're a lot of steps ahead of me.
Mhm.
So I don't feel much pressure competing against them because I'm always like, I'm competing against them, but I'm also kind of competing for myself, and those skaters are always going to be there, and it's just really up to me of like how many quads I'm going to put in the program and
Mhm.
how good I can skate, how much levels I can do. And I've been losing some of the levels that I need to do in competitions too, from that first year in senior and also last year too. So I feel like I have a lot to work on right now as a skater. And I mean, yeah, yeah, I just really need to catch up. And like, I feel like I can think about like being a competitor for Jason, Vincent, and Nathan, like as I get better as a skater. But as of now, I do feel like I'm a lot of steps behind. So
Yeah, it's kind of like they're in one group and then you come in the next,
mhm.
kind of.
Yeah,
So I'll
I
get
feel like they're all like senior, and then I'm there. I'm just kind of like junior, senior, and between.
yeah, I get it. So I will be getting to what you have to work on later. But first, I want you to tell me how was, last year, the worst moment in COVID and lockdown and everything. How did you manage to train or try to train, in those horrible months last year? And then how have you been managing to, keep improving through 2020 and what's been going on to 2021.
Okay. I guess one big kind of moment was that 2 months, 3 months break that we had. And we all went into lockdowns. It wasn't just me, obviously, it was for all the skaters. And I feel like that was a very big hardship that everyone had to get over. And we all had to kind of keep ourselves safe, keep ourselves sanitized, clean, and but also we also had to do some kind of training in order to kind of stay active and still be an athlete. And that moment was kind of a bit hard for me. I've had like, because I'm staying home, I tend to kind of get lazy sometimes, get I do have a lot of entertainments around me, like games and computers and all that. So it was hard for me to always kind of be concentrated in what I have to do, but I feel like I kind of managed that and I got back on the ice. But obviously, even after I got on the ice, um, it wasn't normal. We had to start with like one session a day, and then it kind of went to like two sessions a day, and then it went back to like three and four. But in the beginning, it was kind of like I had to get everything, like I had to pack everything that I want to do in one session. And that was kind of very hard. Not kind of, that was very hard for me. So yeah, that in general, that's just something that we've probably all had to go through. But obviously, for me too, it was very hard. And but also throughout those times, because the season kind of started late, our first competition was Skate America,
Yeah,
and we did have some virtual competitions like
that
Peggy's
was, I
Lemming
think, in
Trophy,
November,
and
I believe. It was in November, Skate America.
I think November, October. I think,
I
yeah,
think
it's
so,
November,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was.
So it was very late start, and we did have some like small virtual
Yeah.
competitions, but that always it to me it always felt like practice, kind of skating in front of a video camera,
Hmm.
especially since it's not live, it's just video. And like, I know that there's no one watching me that moment and that video is going to be shown, but it's
Not the
not
same.
live and
Yeah.
it's not camera and all that. So it wasn't the same for me, and the season just kind of drifted, and I was in this weird kind of state. And but because thanks to that, I was able to do some quadlets, and I was able to kind of get that together, and I thought I can put it in the program. So Skate America, I wasn't ready yet, but at nationals, I thought I would be ready, and I tried to do quadlets, which May, I feel like that kind of got me ready for this season, and we'll see how everything goes. But yeah, I think there was some good and bad, obviously, to this whole Corona thing. But good thing was I had more time because of how season started late, and I had more time to kind of work on quads and other skating skills, spins. But bad thing was obviously like my mind wasn't just into competitions. It just felt like I didn't know where I was heading. I
Yeah,
was
actually,
more,
I wanted to talk about that because, of course, like you say, you have the time to improve some things that you usually don't have the
Mhm.
time to. I mean, in regular seasons, the truth is that you compete maybe once a month, once in 2 months. You're like
Yeah.
rushing all the time. Now, everybody had the time and the space and everything to be
Mhm.
calm and try new things or improve some other things. But yeah, I wanted to talk about like your state of mind, if I can call it like that,
Mhm.
because of course in 2020 we know that you placed third on nationals, but then this year you placed seventh, and
Yeah.
yeah, of course that's something that maybe you weren't feeling comfortable enough because you weren't competing enough, and I mean that happens. So how were you
Mhm.
feeling like in your mind?
Like you said, I wasn't feeling like I had enough competition. First of all, I felt like, in general, it felt like I wasn't ready yet. Like I always bring myself to nationals thinking that I'm ready, I'm consistent, and I'm good to go. But this season really didn't feel like that. And another thing that kind of lowered my motivation was the fact that they didn't have audience.
Hmm.
And to me, the audience is a big thing. Hearing them yell at me or hearing them clap, just
Yeah.
things like that. Like at Skate America and Nationals, they had panels of people, and
Yeah,
that made it better. Obviously, that was amazing to have.
but
I
it's
saw
still
some of the
not the same.
skaters. Yeah, it's just not the same though. So I did felt like I was lacking the motivation that I wanted, and what I usually get from competitions, and it always kind of felt like I was somewhere between a practice
Mm.
and a competition, and it just didn't feel like it matched. But obviously, that's not going to be an excuse for a bad year. So, yeah.
No, I get it. I think that maybe, well, not maybe, I'm sure that this year the competitions will be also in a bubble because even though
Mhm.
people is getting vaccinated, it's not like everything's over, you know?
Yeah.
Like not every country is has vaccinated so many people as in the United States, for example.
Mhm.
So I'm sure that everything will be in a bubble this
Yeah.
season, maybe the whole season. So you will need to get used to the thing that
Yeah, I do
you
need to
know.
get used to what they are doing, and now, like, I feel like I understand what they're doing
Hmm.
and what they're trying to do. So I feel like I need to bring myself ready for whatever is going to come up. So I have some kind of vision of what I'm gonna do, and yeah. So
So this next season is very important because of
yes.
Olympics and all. So
Mhm.
what's the goal?
Goal is, I mean, I do feel like everyone would say this because the next season is all, or this season's all about Olympics, and obviously that's where I think everyone is heading, and that's where I would be heading to. Obviously, there's skaters like Nason, Jason, and Vincent, and due to the fact that we have two spots right now, it depends if we can it matter if we can get three spots or not. It really
Yeah.
depends on the other competitions that we have this year. But as of right now, we only have two spots, and obviously it's going to be very hard for me to be in that two spots. But if there's even a slight chance, obviously I would like to go for it. And I like to have my goal big. So like even if I don't like, I want to kind of put my direction and kind of head there because I don't think I'm gonna I don't think there's a mistake going into that big dream that I have.
Oh yeah,
Obviously, I may not reach it, but I feel like
you
just
have to
heading
try.
there will be, yeah.
Yeah, but
So
as we know, it doesn't depend only on the results on the nationals.
for
So
sure.
you will have to have like a great season in general.
Hmm.
So you have to fight it. So what's the plan? What do you think you need to work on to, what do you need to improve to be
Hmm.
able to really fight for a spot?
As of now, I'm making a short. Short, I'm gonna keep the same, and then long program, I'm making a new one, and I'm kind of for program wise, and kind of making my kind of style. I feel like this long program and the short from last year, it fits my style of skating, and I feel like these two programs are gonna be great. And
So
in
which
terms
one?
of
The
jumps,
short, sorry, the short program for from the last season,
yes, it's going
and
to be the
what
same.
else? Oh, good.
And for
Okay.
long program is the new one that I'm kind of planning. I'm making right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I feel like those are gonna be a big kind of a nice fit for myself. And in terms of jumps, I don't know right now. I just kind of came back from injury and
Mm.
I'm kind of heading back into the ice. Toe loop is going to be fine. I've always been doing toe loops and it's looking fine right now. And then I also need to change skates because of how terrible it is right now. It's like,
Oh,
so
that's
it's
really
like
bad.
broken down and like I'm bending it and like triple lutz. I do a triple lutz and it'll hurt my foot right now. So
Okay, no, you have to
I
change
need
him like
yeah,
yesterday.
it's I'm changing it next week, so
Good.
I need to get used to it and all that. But for now, I'd like to kind of I'm debating to put two quads in short program and
Mhm.
three in long. And I don't know which one or what quads I'm putting in right now as of this moment, but that's just gonna be. I feel like having those quads in there will be another big thing that I need to kind of do, and obviously consistency needs to be there. Um, Being able to kind of do those jumps, perform it, and it be able to land it was something that I need to be able to do, which I wasn't able to do last year. And obviously levels. In terms of spins and footworks, my levels it hasn't been consistent. It's been like level threes. I've been getting some level twos,
Oh my God,
and
no.
obviously, I need to kind of keep that consistent too. I need to be able to do level four spins, level four footworks.
Mhm.
My choreo steps obviously needs the GOEs and skating skills. I've been taking lessons from a guy called Ryan Yankee and getting those skating skills up a little bit and wanting to kind of boost that bottom score a little bit. So to be honest, like it is a lot that I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
trying to
see.
kind of yeah, I'm trying to improve everything, and so yeah, it's going to be a long and very hard season for me.
Well, but that's good. I mean, do you know when your next competition is going to be?
I think I'm planning on a competition like locally,
Hmm.
in the United States. I think I'm planning to do a competition somewhere around June, July, June probably. So
Not a lot of time.
no, not a lot of time. So obviously, I'm gonna kind of jump wise. I'm obviously gonna probably not do what
Yeah.
I want at nationals. Like nationals, I'd want it like in the peak, and then I'd probably be like somewhere here in terms of jumps and all that. But obviously, I'd like to kind of. get feedbacks and from the judges about what I should do for spins and footworks. I'd
Mhm.
like to first obviously do it because obviously I make these spins and or I don't make it, but we make these spins and footworks and we make it so it's a level 4 step in spins. But depending on how I do at competitions, it just becomes level 3 or level 2. And obviously in that competition, the first competition I do, I need to check what I'm missing and what I'm not missing and what I'm doing good and what I'm doing bad. And all those things will just come out in the competition. So
Yeah.
I feel like steps and spin wise, I just really need to kind of nail it in right now and do it all out in competitions and get a feedback from get feedbacks from judges, and from there I can kind of head into where I should be going and what I should do for spins and jumps or spins and footworks.
And what about international competitions? When's your one?
International competitions, I have no idea right now. They haven't really nothing for now, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I believe that your mind is like really clear on what you have to work on, and that's always good news. I mean,
Yeah, we've my coaches and we all kind of discussed where we should be heading, where we're going, and what I should be doing. And like I said, because of the injury that happened, my season just like I piked up, and then it just kind of went down right now.
mm,
And obviously, I'm kind of bringing it up again. But as of right now, it really depends on how well I get back with the new skates and from the injuries, and it really depends on how I do from there. But in terms of competitions, I think I'll start somewhere around June or July, and yeah, that's where I'm gonna start. I'm
wow,
gonna
this is
start try
amazing.
out this new program.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a great thing, to know what's the plan, because now I will be able to watch and know what you're improving. That's amazing. I mean, usually we don't know what's the plan for every skater, but now that I know your plan, I'll be, like on the look for those changes, and that's
Thank
amazing.
you.
That's
You're gonna
great.
be like seeing my mistakes and be like, "Ooh, Tomoki."
That's awesome. I mean, it's nice to see you like so clear, and I really wish you that you can like improve everything you want to and have like a consistent season.
Yeah.
I think that's like the key for everything. If you're
Mhm.
consistent when you get to nationals, and if you can place like really good placing on the nationals, you have like everything you need.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
like originally I was like in the beginning I was like I want two quads in short, and I might even want to put like fourth quads in there. And then like when you go into like a reality and when you're talking with coaches and where you're kind of in that kind of state of mind where you need to kind of focus and kind of think through and visualize what's going to happen throughout the season, I was like, okay, let's start with three for now. And if that is consistent enough, then I'll move on.
We'll
But
see.
that's obviously, we'll see. That's so I feel like consistency is a big key for me. I've kind of always been saying this since like 2 years ago because my consistency has not been there.
Hmm.
Um, Last year and the previous year. Just my jumps, spins, footworks, everything. It's been kind of messy. It's kind of drifted.
That
So
happens.
I need to get myself in place and just kind of work on everything and just kind of do what I need to do.
That's great. Now we have a question. You kind of answered half of it. Music's for the next season. So we know that you will use your short program
Short
from last
program from
season.
last year.
And the free program, is that a secret?
No. It's going to be The Artist, soundtrack of The Artist.
Nice.
So I'm just kind of bringing a lot of those the music from the soundtracks and putting.
Mm.
Or I'm not doing it. Mark Play is gonna make my long program, and he's kind of putting it all together. And
So who's doing
it's
the choreo?
Mark Play.
Yeah, nice. Wow. Now, okay, we have, well, where is it? Who's your favorite skater?
Who is your favorite skater? Well, obviously Izuru Hanyu, that's number one. It's probably for everyone. Mawasada, she's been a big kind of someone big in my kind of skating career. And I've been watching her since when I was like 6. And like when I started skating, she was like a big person in Japan, and my mom was watching her on TV, and I'd watch her on TV too. And she was just someone that kind of influenced me to become a better skater and want to kind of be in this kind of big stage. Nathan Chen, he's been there. He's always been there. I was 8. That was my first there used to be a thing called junior nationals back then,
Mhm.
where there's a level called juvenile and intermediate in the United States. But so the we used to have this junior national. It was first time. It was the first time for me going, and I was 14th in qualifying round. I couldn't even make it to the final. But then, like a day after, I see Nathan on the podium for like intermediate, and I was juvenile back then. And I was like,
I know he's great.
and yeah, he's always been a lot of steps ahead of me, and he's always been, and he still is. And as a skater, I've and because my age is very close to his age,
Mhm.
I think he turned
He turned 22, I
22. Yeah,
believe.
he's turned 22.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I remember his birthday still because it's the same birthday as my mom, and that's just how I remember it. But um, so yeah, it's though we're close in age, he's always been a lot of steps ahead of me, and that just kind of inspires me to get better. So he's
Nice.
always been an idol for me.
Oh, that's a nice thing to say. And what else? Okay, now there's someone from Chile saying hi to us, Joan Riaraque. He's always here. Well, he wasn't here. I have to complain because he's one of my followers, and he left me behind. I mean, he abandoned me. So I'm kind of hurt. But he's here
Okay.
now saying hi to everyone. Hola,
Hello.
ya te extrañaba, ¿eh? Ya te extrañaba en mis entrevistas. So, well, this was everything for today, Tomoki. I am so glad to to have chatted with you. I mean, you're so like transparent. It's like really nice to hear like the point of view of everything and your
Mhm.
goals and your plan for the season. This is so interesting. I mean, you like I said, you had a very successful career in junior, and
Yes,
I
and
would
then
really
senior
love to
too.
see you, doing the same on senior. I mean,
Mhm.
I let's be objective and okay, so when you went to senior, there were, like I said, so many skaters who had been there for ages.
Mhm.
So it's kind of hard to beat them like right away, but you'll get there. I mean, it's just like
I want
working
to
a
for
little bit
sure.
more. I'm sure that you will get there because you're an amazing skater. Just
Thank you.
these guys are tough, but you
Mhm.
never know. This can happen like anytime, maybe soon, hopefully. So just keep working. I mean, you're great. So keep
Thank
working
you.
and don't get depressed or anything. Just keep working on what you're doing and be
Yeah.
consistent. I mean, we know
Mhm.
you can do it. We have
Yeah.
seen you there before, so just
Mhm.
keep going.
Thank you.
No, thank you for this amazing interview and thank you
No,
everyone.
thanks for inviting me.
No,
Yeah, it was
it
an
was
honor to be
great.
here.
No, thank you, really. And guys, follow Tomoki on his Instagram and follow me also on my social media. Subscribe to this channel and everything. I'll be having more interviews, figure skating interviews, road to Tokyo for the Summer Olympics, everything. So, guys, please follow me and we'll be in touch. Thank you for everything, Tomoki, and have an
Thank
amazing
you.
day. Well, what's left for the day?
Just a little bit, but
Thank you. Thank you,
thank
guys.
you.
Adios a todos. Bye bye.
Bye.